Hello Alien Predator fans alike and Jurassic Park fans as well if you listen to this AVP2 review. And I've just been to see the AVP2 and I've come back with a kind of awful feeling here. I didn't really expect too much from it after all, but I was kind of disappointed really. Didn't seem to have the story that I'd thought maybe. It wasn't exactly what I'd anticipated and I was kind of left disappointed from it. And after the first Alien vs Predator, I kind of knew this series was kind of go downhill really after all. But I had a little bit of hope there, and that hope's been kind of soiled, I suppose, over again by what I saw at the cinema. It was kind of all done bad really. The lighting was pretty terrible. Some of the action scenes I couldn't see. I wanted to see and they looked really good, but some of it I just couldn't see. Besides that, some of the story, it just lacked a bit, and there were quite a few plot holes there, like how the ship that took off from AVP, the first film, kind of like changed to this smaller ship, and how maybe all the aliens escaped, and it was kind of a bit more of an action, full action 100%, no story. Characters were a bit pants really. I only could remember one character, that sheriff guy. Sheriff. That's all I remembered. And my dad even fell asleep during it. And what shocked me most is that this film received so little in the Northwest. I mean, I know in the UK we got it quite late. One of the last countries to get this film. We didn't even get it around Christmas. We got it late in January. And there were like 7 people in the cinema, and that kind of made me feel a bit nervous from the start really, like I'd wasted £6-7 on a film. And I suppose it all started bad going to that cinema that day. I mean, we had pretty bad, just getting our seats was pretty hard, because we had some stupid guy serving us who didn't have a clue how to speak English. I didn't know they hired that guy really, but it all started off bad. I mean, I'm a great fan of Predator, and I might be a bit biased really in this debate, but personally I just feel that film did not obtain what it could have obtained. And, you know, putting two of the best creatures together, you'd think they'd get something really good out of it, but no, it just ended up as being one hell of a mess. And I really think that Predator's kind of lost a lot of his dignity. But everything was good. The special effects were amazing. Everything, all that was fine, but the story wasn't there, and neither was the characters. Everything was a bit too much for the fans. You can have a certain amount of fan stuff put in there for fans, but once you cross the line, then it kind of becomes not really much of a movie and more of like a homage to the previous films. And I want it to be a standalone story when I went in there, and that just didn't really perform to that kind of aspect. Every cycle was there, but the problem with this film was also that I got in there and then they revealed too much in the first half an hour or so, and everything was revealed. The whole egg cycle, the alien, predators hunted, there was just way too much in the first half an hour. They didn't hold anything back, and after that half an hour I was kind of left bored and a bit shocked really that they just showed so much. And besides that, there were some pretty nasty things in the film, especially when they start picking on fathers and sons and their outings in the great outdoors. I mean, why pick on a father and son? Why couldn't you pick on 2 guys jerking around? And you know, and that mother as well, that pregnant woman, the Predalien implants some of its children into her through this gullet kind of thing. It's pretty grotesque when you're watching that. That was pretty off what I'd usually anticipated. I mean, the alien pred looked cool for quite a while. That was the only thing they really kept held back. And the predator, standalone Predator on his own hunting was quite good, but I was waiting for him to call him back up, and that never actually came, because I was thinking that he might have hunted in a pack and maybe some more Predators might have come at the end and come out of nowhere to watch the actual ending, you know. But the ending was pretty poor. The bomb being dropped on the little Nukem, it was like Duke Nukem really. And it kind of had this Resident Evil 2 feeling to it, where they just bomb the lot at the end and then everyone dies and the government kind of leaves everyone dead and, you know, stabs its citizens in the back. That was pretty shocking, kind of. I didn't anticipate something like that. But overall, AVP2 kind of lived up to its first anticipation when I saw AVP. It's a bit better, I suppose, but in a different way to AVP. It's much better than that, at least, but still didn't perform to how I would have expected it to be, and it's nowhere near close to the masterpieces of Predator and Predator 2 or Alien or Aliens by James Cameron. I mean, they were the best films, obviously. And those films were just, you know, they cannot compare to this pretty disastrous mess of a film. And if you're watching other reviews now, you'll probably find it's not going so well for AVP2. And in my opinion, it was just a quick cash crop for Fox, actually, to just get a bit more money off us by making us sit in the cinema for the 93 or something minutes as it was to watch this film. And I'm just hoping for some kind of relief now. I mean, if some decent guy came along and made Predator 3, maybe that might sort all the problems out of all this mess, and Predator 3 might be a bit more respectful to the Predator alone, actually. I'm not sure where Alien's going, but I hope they sort out Predator 3 and make that much, make it a better film. If they ever make it, I hope they do make it, because I'd love to see one more Predator film before they're out, and just get rid of Alien out of Predator, because I think the two should be standalone products, really. They're both too good for each other, if you know what I mean. One's good, the other's good. They should be left alone to fend for themselves, and both have their own movies. AVP was a bit of a mess, I think. If they make a third film, well, that would just crack my head in, really. I mean, I'd have to go and see it then. I'd have to waste another £7 on it, so. But anyway, thanks for listening to my review, and this is my first review, so don't be too harsh, please. I'm not used to reviewing films. Usually I only do like a few Jurassic Park, you know, music videos, messed up things like drunk grants and stuff like that. But just rate it, please. Maybe leave a comment if you could. I really appreciate that. And if you're also watching this, could you possibly also have a look at Mr. Black's movie reviews, because he's done a really good AVP one. That'd be a great thing to do, really, because he's really wanting a lot of ratings, and I thought I'd just help him out by telling you this. So yeah, just make up your own mind, really. Personally, it wasn't mine, and I'll give it a rating based on what I think. So thanks for watching. So I gave it an overall rating of 2.5 stars. And again, thanks for watching. And I'll probably post a few more reviews. I want to do a Rambo one as well when that comes out. So thanks again, and see you. Bye.
I long for combat.